sometimes, folks, you gotta be the bad man. Not all the time, just sometimes. Well, I can't tell anybody when they should or shouldn't, but I'm filling out the about ready to get this processed now. Folks, shit, nobody. What, folks? Sometimes you gotta be the bad man, and I try to be the good guy, somewhere between there and the benevolent dictator. Y'all gotta excuse the echo. Even though this room is full of stuff, I still gotta. Well, I just got the mats that the chairs are sitting on, but it still has an echo. But then I go into the bigger room that even has less stuff, and there's no echo. Make it make sense. Listen, y'all see the title. Normally, y'all know I used to do my Fkkry Friday videos, and this actually happened Friday, yesterday, but I was just, and somebody need to shave. Somebody need to shave. 9-1 and I got my Lumix G7 working fine. Then got it to play nice with my PC. So get to start streaming again. Anyway, listen. I'll just cut out as much fluff as I can, because y'all that's been watching me do these before, you know what it is. Ring ring. All right, well, first, wait a minute. 2023 Chevrolet Silverado crew cab, impounded. Guy got pulled over, arrested. He had warrants, out-of-state warrants, felony warrants too. So of course they arrest him. They call us to pick up the pickup truck. I send one of the guys out there to get it. I can't remember which one went, but I sent one of the guys out there to get it. I didn't get it, and Rick didn't get it. But so anyway, they take it to the big yard, because that's where we normally take stuff like that. Abandons, prisoners, people arrested, investigations, all that other stuff. It goes over to that yard. That yard is closer to the sheriff's office. The wrecks, big trucks and cars, wrecks, accidents, stuff like that, all that stuff come over to this yard. So it's easier. So when people, what is it? Well, I was involved in an accident. I already know it's here. What happened? Well, he was arrested, and I know it's over there. It's not foolproof, but it helps. Anyway, listen. We pick up the car, mail out the letters of notification and whatnot. Matter of fact, here, this ain't it, but you see, but y'all know what certified mail is. Y'all know what it is. And, we mail the letters out with the sheet, with a copy of the excuse my gnat thing, because I got so many plants, and anytime you have plants, you're gonna have them little itty bitty bugs. So I got me one of them UV light zapper things over there. Got one in the big room and one in my office, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one ain't gonna make it. Plants in my office. So anyway, yeah, 7. Thanks, Kari. And my daughter, Daddy, you need to put some plants in your office and improve the air quality. Anyway, mail the letter out. The state of Texas required, once you impound a vehicle under municipal authority, that means the police, no earlier than 3, but no later than 5 working days, you're supposed to mail out letter of notification to the registered owner and to any lien holders. Okay, some people even have like if you co-sign for somebody and it shows up on the sheet, on the ADD sheet, that's what it's called, ADD. I'm not making it up. That's what you're supposed to mail them a letter as well. So anyway, thought I would have one laying here, but I don't. So anyway, you mail them out. Nothing happened. I know he's not going to answer because he's in jail. Yeah, here's an ADD sheet right here. And he's not going to answer. Now there's nothing pertinent on it because this vehicle is out of the system since the 15th of March. So I'm not showing y'all. Well, I'll cover up his name. But anyway, that's an ADD sheet. Auto data direct. And it has your owner one is you. If it's owner two, that's normally somebody that's in co-sign, or like you got your old lady on there, or you, ma'am, you got your husband on there. Then it'll have lien holder, and that'll be your bank. That's, means it's being financed. You got license plate, how much you paid for it, the sales price, where you bought it from, and the 87 Auto Sales, Atkins, Texas. The title number, issue date, passenger vehicle, yes or no, color, body style, blah, blah, blah. The license plate is on it, and the license plate that was on it, the old tag, even though the old tag and this is the same, so that means that was probably the original registration, blah, 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 blah. Plate age, 14 years, fees. It even tells how much you paid to get the plates and the tags for your car. So, and when people be told, well, they have no idea that we got this. We just listening to them talk, lying their asses off. Some people tell the truth and you be like, hey, well, you're dealing with an honest person. But most of them aren't. Anyway, especially dealing with Impound. Anyway, mail the letters off. The whole letter comes back. If nobody receives it, then you get the whole letter back. You get the entire thing back with the green card and everything. Somebody signs for it, the only thing comes back is the green card, okay? And it'll have the signature of the name of whoever the freak, whoever received it. And most people you can't read that crap, and I think they do that on purpose. Anyway, that's for those, because I don't expect everybody to know how certified mail works. Letters come back. Now, the state of Texas, we have to sit on it for 14 more days. You cannot do nothing with it. Now, if somebody they come, hey, I'm coming to get the car or whatever. Like I say, in this case, we know he wasn't because he's gone. He's been extradited. And 14 days, then you mail out the second letter. The state of Texas requires you to mail out 2 letters of notification. So with updated charges, because the only thing that's going to change is the storage, because anything under 25 foot and linear feet is $22.85 a month plus tax, and the tax rate here is 8.25%. So that's it, but everything else stays the same. So you mail that out. Now you wait. Then the whole letter come back again on the dude that got extradited, Paul Prisoner. His letter comes back whole. It doesn't matter if it comes, all you need is that, either the card or the entire thing, if to come for processing. The card comes back again from First National Bank, okay? Now you just have to wait until you hit day number 46, because the state of Texas requires you to hold the vehicle for 45 days. 45 calendar days, not 45 business days, calendar days, okay? And that's what people, you thought wrong. If you knew how to read, or took the time to read, or the discernment to read, and they be yakking like, okay, well, apparently it wasn't important enough to you to read, but it's important enough for you to call here and give us crap. Anyway, forget it. Ring, ring. The bat phone, right? Answer the phone. I literally just happened to be sitting, filling out these VTR 265s, so we can license vehicle storage facility lien foreclosure forms that we have to fill out. I have to fill out. Ricky used to fill out, but y'all know Ricky ain't here no more. I miss Ricky. But and not just for that, I just miss Ricky, period. Where, you put all the vehicle information, date of possession, the reason you was picked up under the authority of who, towing charges, daily storage charge, total storage charges, total charges due, letter of notification date, first one and the second one, blah, 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 law enforcement agency, and then DeWitt County Sheriff's Department, 10th Street, Cuero, Texas, 78, blah, blah, blah. All that goes on there. I sign it, print, sign. Take that with the papers and the ADD and the letters and all that other stuff to send it in to the state. They send you a salvage title, a brown title, so you can dispose of it. Okay. Anyway, or now you don't have to dispose of it. You can keep it, you can resell it, but you can only resell 5 vehicles. As a vehicle storage license facility, you can only resell 5 vehicles a year without a dealer's license. Anything you go over that, you got to have a dealer's license. I ain't dealing with that shit, trying to get no dealer's license just to sell garbage, because nine out of 10 things you get in an impound yard that someone leaves is worthless. Trust me, no one's leaving their 6-month-old Corvette Z06 in an impound yard. Stop listening to these lying bitches on YouTube with that stuff. You're not getting a Carroll Shelby Mustang that they towed away for illegal parking, and no. Everybody at the bank is coming for it. The owner's coming for it. If the owner ain't, but somebody's coming for that bitch. Most of the time, the stuff that somebody don't come from, either there's no one to come for it, or it's not worth anything. So in this case, he can't come for it because he's gone. He's incarcerated. He's wanted, fugitive. They got him, extradited him back to, I ain't gonna say, actually, I don't know which one he's going to first, because it was 2 states. And both of them are from the West Coast, and 2 states east from the West Coast. Okay? And I'll leave it at that. I'll let y'all figure it out. You probably figure it out pretty quickly. Ring, ring. First National Bank. Yeah, I'm calling you. Need to talk to somebody about a vehicle, see if you guys still have it. Yeah, go ahead. What is it? 2023 Silverado. I say, yeah, crew cab, blue in color, license plate number, Sierra Golf Zulu, 85 and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yep, that's it. Yes, yes. Well, can you tell us what's going on with it? What's the charges and all this other stuff? So, sir, where'd you get our phone number? Well, this was handed down to me. I handed off to me to take care of and get some information from somebody there. I said, so you work at First National Bank? Yeah, I work at First National. Okay, sir, the letter of notification was mailed to First National Bank, and that letter has all the information on it that you need. That we're required to give to you, that the state of Texas requires us to have it on that letter. Well, sir, what? Whoever handed it to you, or just gave you our number, they have the letter. All the stuff you're asking me, it's on that letter. Well, can't you just tell me? Well, sir, number one, we have multiple locations. The location where that vehicle is at, that's where the letter, the original copy of the letter that was mailed to you is at. I'm at a different location. And I'm not going to, and this is what I told him, and I am not going to close up this yard, drive 32 miles over there to the yard, to the office where, well, why didn't y'all keep it there? Because, sir, the state of Texas requires that the letter and note, all documents pertaining to that vehicle has to be at the same physical location that the vehicle is stored. That is state law. They do spot inspections. TDLR inspector pulls up and they just randomly pick, let me see the jacket on that car, that truck, that motorcycle, and that car. And you better have it. Well, it's at the other yard. Wrong answer. Well, that sounds like a goofy rule. I'm like, well, sir, that's the rule here in Texas. And by the caller ID, you're calling from Virginia. So who the fuck are you to say, what the hell the rules may be just to suit you? Well, y'all don't keep copies? No, for what? For what? I said, yeah, the copy is over there. Oh, so you mean, so I'm supposed to make a copy and hold it at this location just in case a bank from Virginia calls me asking for something that's on the fucking letter that I literally said it like that. That's on the fucking letter that I mailed you. I said, I wish they could charge us an but let us allow to charge y'all an immediate admin fee just so I can read it for you. Because if they could, I would. Well, sir, we need a credit card or something right now. Why is that? Well, just so I can charge you that $75 admin fee for reading the letter to you that's sitting somewhere in the building that you're calling me from. He said, well, that ain't going to happen. I said, and that's fine. So you need, whoever passed this job on to you, you need to get a hold of them to get, because his name is showing, to get this letter. And the top has all our, vehicle storage facility. You got first notice and second notice. Blah, blah, blah. Invoice number, Bravo 0558, the date, blah, blah, blah. Well, how much, sir, what? Do you work at First National Bank? Yes. So you said somebody handed it to you? Yes. Is that person in the same building that you or I say, even if they're at another location, y'all got multiple locations. I get it. Have them email it to you. They can scan it to you. No, they're in the same building. I wanted to say, then get up off your lazy fucking ass and walk to their damn office and say, hey, give me the letter that they sent you on this. And you're going to have two, because we mailed the first one. And then when we don't get a response 14 days later, we mail the second one. How much? I have no idea, sir. We keep over 100 cars between these two facilities. And if you think I have memorized it, and cars come and go. Today, we released 5 today. 2 more come in tomorrow. Then release 1, then release none. 2 came in, none came in. 3 came in, 2 wrecks, 1 prisoner, insurance pick. I said that number is always moving. So instead of you sitting here arguing with me, I suggest you get a hold of I'm not arguing. I'm just asking you a question. This is a mail. Most mail, and I'm telling y'all, I think dudes their manhood leaks out of the bottom of their pants when they're working behind a desk 24/7. You sound like a chick. I expect chicks to talk like that because I'm not mad. I'm not bad. I just expect chicks to talk like that, and they do. And they're chicks. I get it. Dude, get up off your ass and walk to the next office over, or the cubicle, or whatever the fuck, and get the damn letter. Everything you need to know is on that letter. Storage rate, the day it was picked up, what it was picked up for, the location that it was picked up, the address that it was picked up at. Well, in this case, it don't say the address, it just say the Texan Highway 92, Highway 97 and 72 interchange and whatnot. The authorized by got the police department, his badge number is on it, everything you want to know on there. Attention owner and lien holders, the failure of the owner/lien holders to exercise its right to reclaim the vehicle within said time period constitutes a waiver by the lien holder of all right, title, and interest in the vehicle, and said owner lien holders consent to disposal of the vehicle as provided by law. Owner lien holders further appoints TNT LLC as agent to execute said release of any and all documents as may be required to dispose of the vehicle according to Texas, pursuant to section 2308-452 of the Texas Occupations Code. I just read the meat of it. Everything you need to know is on that damn letter. And I'm not driving over there to get it to you and read it for you. Not gonna happen. Now this one's here because it's about a vehicle that's at this yard. So this has to stay at this yard. So anyway, he going back, so sir, look, I don't even know why you still talking to me. Because the only thing you doing now is wasting time. Look, if you want to waste time and burn the clock so you can clock out, you need to do that on somebody else's dime, not mine. I'm done here, sir. I'm done here. Yes, the vehicle is at our facility at the order of the police, of the sheriff's department. I don't know what else to tell you. He gets off the phone. He calls back a couple of days later. Same thing. Is it red? Is it this? Sir, go get the letter. Goodbye. And if you, you only have to call. Once you call past the fourth time, I can report you for harassment to the sheriff's department in the state of Texas. That's legal. And you still ain't walked to the other end of the building to get the letter. Got it. Yeah, this was yesterday. Well, the final head came yesterday. It came to a head yesterday. He didn't call back. Chick called back. I guess he figured, well, we have a skirt call. He act all sweet. Fuck no. She gonna get the same shit you did. I told her the exact same thing. Yeah, well, the letter is here. Okay, then if you work there, you ought to have access to it. No, well, I don't have it with me. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. I'm going to tell you like I told your boy to call. I ain't driving over there to get a letter to read it off to y'all when y'all got a copy and the goddamn, somebody signed for it. And I even, matter of fact, I can't remember the name because, when they sign for it, it's on the back. And I could half-ass read it. I said, all right, who Stephanie A. You know somebody named Stephanie that? Yeah, I know. Okay, that's who signed for the letter. You said you know who she is. Yeah, that's who signed for the letter. Well, that's who asked me to call and check. Okay, then tell her to give you the fucking letter. I literally talk to them people like I don't give a fuck about banks, lawyers, or insurance companies. I can't wait for them to get out of pocket. Well, they're going to wait on you. Then they can wait. I don't give a shit. She said, what'd she say? Who got you off in a tizzy this morning? I said, you. I was fine until you called. That's exactly what I told her. You. I was fine until you called. I want to believe. I want to, but I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. That was it with her. Car trucked and sat. Well, has the owner picked it up? No. Oh, I forgot that part. No, ma'am, the owner hasn't picked it up. Well, what, ma'am? It's not look, I can't. I'm bound, contractually bound. I cannot say, well, because he got arrested, and this and that. You can't do that. Can't do that. I said, ma'am, on that letter that Stephanie has, that you refuse to collect from her, has the name, the officer, his badge number, and the department that he works for, and their phone number, so you can call them and ask them why, and they're going to tell you well, now that it's over, I mean, y'all don't know who I'm talking about. They're going to tell you, yeah, he was arrested. He had outstanding warrants, the 2 felony warrants in 2 other states, and we arrested him, and he's been extradited. See, I can't tell her that, but they can. Well, you just told us you don't know who I'm talking about. But she would, because it's their vehicle. Duh. She didn't call, because if they would have called me, but she didn't call. Guess what, y'all? Going through the regular throws in business, and I get the alerts in my system when a vehicle goes past 45 days. And I check it every Monday. And this boop, the rare bird that hardly ever happens. Here I got this 2023 Crew Cab Silverado, and we still got it. I'll be damned. We ain't got to do nothing. Put it in the mill, call over, talk to the sergeant. I'm putting a retainer on it, send it over. I send the VTR over. He signs it, sends it back. And next time I say, hey man, whichever one of y'all go to Wilson Yard, pick this up and bring it back and bring it over here. All right, boss, no problem. Ring, ring. A few days later, it was the same dude I talked to the first time. Hey, I'm this, that, and other, First National Bank. Yeah, I'm calling about a truck that we have over there. I said, okay, what truck is that, sir? 2023 Silverado. I can give you the last 8 of the VIN. I said, okay, I know which truck you're talking about. Go ahead. ABC 123, XY, whatever, okay. Okay, sir, that truck was in the hold system, but it's no longer in the hold system. Said, what? Well, oh, the owner picked it up? I said, no, it was declared abandoned, and now it's been awarded to T&T towing and storage facility. What? What do you mean been awarded? I said, well, no one ever came and retrieved it and picked it up. Well, man, look, we have paid to get it back. Well, there's nothing for you to pay now. I said, the letter said, you got the letters. I mean, we got both of the green cards back. Somebody, the second one, I couldn't read that signature for. I said, but somebody named Stephanie signed for one, and the other one, I can't tell whose name this is. But I said, but at any rate, we have them back. Well, why ain't the owner pick it up? That's your job, sir. You're the financial institution. We don't do sleuth work. We're not detectives. We're towing and storage facility, sir. This dude, there's no way. So you're stealing our truck? No, you abandoned your truck. There's laws in the state of Texas, sir. Well, this ain't Virginia. This is Texas. I'll make sure you can make sure whatever the hell you want. So you got the letter now. Oh, well, did you read it? Did you read it? Okay. Oh, so now all of a sudden you got it. I said, you don't remember talking to me about a month ago, month and a half ago? You don't remember talking to me? Yeah, the rude guy. I said, yeah, I guess that's supposed to trigger me. Not working. You need to try harder. I said, sir, is there anything else? Yeah, I have nothing else to talk to you about, sir. I said, all the questions you have, the answers are on that sheet of paper. Them 2 sheets, because now it's 2 letters. Them 2 sheets of paper. So there ain't no way we can get that back, no? Well, when's y'all next auction? We don't have auctions. You gotta have one. We're not required to have auctions, sir. Like I said again, this is the state of Texas. You need to read the letter. All the statutes and laws is on there from Texas Occupational Code, and they're enforced by Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Oh, and their address and phone number is also on the letter. If you said you read it, you would see that. And you can call over there to them and give them, they're gonna ask you the VSF facility number. That's at the top of the form. They're going to ask you the VIN, your VIN, and they're going to ask you when was it picked up. And once you tell them that, tell them the date that the guy said, because they're going to call me to verify it anyway. They did. To make sure that you ain't lying to them. Oh, it was just picked up 2 weeks ago, and because they gonna, they did. I said, because once you give them a date and that date is outside of 45 calendar days, they're gonna say, sir, that vehicle does not belong to First National Bank anymore. You forfeited your rights and ownership, and it has been declared abandoned by the state of Texas under the law of Texas Transportation. Occupational Code. Section 2308-452. Good day, sir.
Sir, I said good day.
I can't stand these motherfuckers. And I do same thing with lawyers and insurance companies when they on that bullshit. You have no power here. You have none. Ring, ring. TDLR call. It's my girl. It's my girl. Mary. She cute as a button too. Mr. T. I'm like, I didn't do it, Mary. Yes, you did. How you know? Because they told me. Who was they? And she's like, and I told her, yeah. Yep, we got, yep. Send me over. I know. Yeah, okay. I said, well, the 2 letters from the owner came back. He didn't, he didn't sign for. And the 2 green cards came back from First National Bank. Okay. All right. Well, send that over to me, the PD inventory and the TSR and ADD. Yep. I'll do it right now. Send it over. She calls back in 10 minutes. Yep. Okay. Well, go ahead and send us the VTR form so we can sign off. So you can do whatever. I said, no, but we're going to keep this one. We ain't going to crush it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. She said, you going to sell? I said, nah. I said, we'll make it a yard truck. And she said, boy, this going to be a pretty nice yard truck. I said, yeah. But I said, well, they could. She said, hey, she said, but you have every right to do so. I said, no problem. Because see, if you sell it in an auction, they can actually lien on you by law, legally. Let's say the impound fee for the 45 days come up to $2,000. I'm just pulling a number out of the sky. $2,000, right? And we sell it for $40,000. No, it's 2023, $30,000. Because it's crew cab, fully loaded, upgrade interior, didn't have a moonroof, had alloy wheels, blah, blah, blah. It's a nice truck. You can look in the bed till ain't nothing never been in the bed of that truck. You just driving it like a car, which, hell, what am I talking about? I got a Rhino lining in Whitey Ford, and I drive like a car. Well, I did carry some wood twice. So yeah, and I put tires in there because I had the other shop truck was out, and I had to get tires to take so we can put tires on one of the big wreckers. He was down in San Antonio, and I had to run the tires over there. So yeah, because instead of him driving all the way back here, dude, just stay there and I'll just pay to have them done. Tell him to go ahead and start taking them off. And done that, but that's different. Anyway, they called. I said, sir, if you call me again, like I told you, I'm reporting you to the sheriff's department for harassment. Okay? It's just that simple. First National Bank. I said, and you, sir, you dropped the ball. You did. Because you're the first person I talked to. You're the first and the last person I talked to. And I talked to the other chick in between. You dropped the ball, sir. You did. So, and if somebody else from the hierarchy called from there, I'll let them know that you dropped the ball. I said, oh, you do know all phone calls here are recorded, right? You can't record me without my authorization. I said, I'm quite sure your phone calls recorded. Well, this is a bank. And so you can record me, but I can't record you. Got it. Not gonna happen. Everything is in its right place. Hung up the phone, called Sarge, let him know. He said, did you tell him? Yes. Give me the guy's number. Gave it to him. I'm assuming, allegedly, that they called and said, do not harass our licensed storage facility operator. He works for us. He is contracted to us. Do not harass. If you have, okay, is the vehicle, are you still the owner? Well, technically, no. Then anything, do not call him anymore. Y'all had 45 freaking days to pick that truck up and you didn't. Because I know how the Sarge talk, because I've sat next to him talking to people before. He's cut and dry. He's an ex-Marine. So, you know, a Marine officer on top of that. Not enlisted, commissioned officer on top of that. So you're not getting a word in sideways with him. 0300 infantry. I don't know if it's called 0300, the officers for infantry, but he's an infantry officer, Marine Corps. And so go with that. They were hot. They sent a guy over here, a repo company, and he comes in a repo truck, and he come pulling up. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm here to pick up such and such. And no, ain't no, it's one here, but it don't belong to. It belongs to us, and it's not available for release. That's why I tell y'all, repo guys and us regular tow guys, or us incident management tow guys that do rags and impounds for the police departments and storage facility, we're totally different. They ain't us. They ain't us. We even got more in tune with consent towers than we do them. I said, well, sir, I hope you got paid for this, because you going back empty-handed. That vehicle don't belong to them. They gave me, I don't give a fuck what they gave you. You're not listening to me. You sound like them. And that man, what I said, okay, are you hip to the storage laws in the state of Texas? I said, I'm quite sure repo company, y'all have a storage lot. He said, yeah. I said, well, how many days do you have to hold it? He said, well, state law is 45 days. I said, exactly. Okay. I said, well, you got the papers. They gave you all. Then he had a copy of everything. First and second letter, all that stuff. The bank and send it to them. I said, what was the date what was the pickup date? 03/15/25. Okay. What's today? 07/30 07/28/25. Okay, is that more? That's way more than 45 days. We're talking from March the 15th. Beware the Ides of March. They didn't listen to the soothsayer, did they? I said, so you know the law. You know it's 45 days, because it's 45 days for you too. You're in the state of Texas. And you drove your ass all the way from San Antonio out here to DeWitt County. Goodbye, sir. They gave me a check, but you can keep it. Sir, what? You're not coming in here. And I said, and if you come through here, try to jam through this gate, you will be trespassing and you will be dealt with accordingly. That's all I said. I didn't say I didn't say none of that. You will be dealt with accordingly. Okay. Now, if that truck is worth your safety, then you do whatever your heart tells you to do. That's exactly what I told them. And Mark and them, they come up and I do this to them. Like, go away. I don't want them because something happened. And they say, well, I don't know. Did you see? No, did you hear? No. And they'd be telling the truth. Go away. I got this. Goodbye, sir. And I literally turned around because I'm talking to him through the gate. And I turned around back up to the camera. And looks, then he gonna look up at it and whatnot. Like, yeah, so now I got a full facial shot. Thank you, sir. I didn't say that, but that's what we got. He drive off. They call his repo company. This is 80. No, man. Well, I need to talk to Click. And how do I do the all right? Block that number. Sometimes you have to be the bad man. Because these banks will fuck you around. Banks with the bank, that same bank that was coming to get that, if that truck was a 2003, that bank would have dropped that truck on us. We ain't paying you shit. You the owner of that old beat up ass truck. Wear it in good health. And now we ain't giving you the title. We gonna make you go through the damn throes and spend $185 to get the title just to dispose of it like we do everybody else. Banks will do that to you in this business. So when I get the chance to get my lick back at your expense, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Them motherfuckers is hot. And then, and I left out the part about the selling part. God dang it. Let's say the charges totaled up to $2,000, up to day number 46, right? I'm just pulling a number out of the sky. And I sell it for $30,000. I sell it for $30,000. By law, I'm supposed to take the $2,000 out of that check, and you're supposed to give the owner / lien holder the change. That's it. That law is rarely ever used or enforced, but in this case, for the dollar amount that I would sell it for, I know it would be. But if I did have an auction, I would have sold that thing. I would have made the starting bid, because you don't know what's owed on it. All right, the starting bid on that thing, even though we don't have a dealer's license, we're not auctioneers, we don't have none of that stuff. I'm giving you an example. Starting bid on this truck is $2,000. $2,000. As soon as they say $2,000, all right, then a bunch of $2,000. Can I get $2,100? $2,100. First hand go up. $2,001 going for and I'm gonna try to keep it damn low as possible so I can send the least amount of money to your ass. But in this case, I'm not selling it. It's not selling it. T&T is now the owner of a 2023 Chevrolet Silverado crew cab, long bed, fully loaded, 4-wheel drive. It ain't lifted. It's stock. It's just plain like it comes off the dealership floor. Just plain. But fully low, full pull. Got the chrome package. What's that? Texas Lone Star edition or some shit like that. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, it's sitting back there in the corner. You know what? What? I'll let this sucker go here and they'll run it, drive it back and forth to run errands in. I got insurance on it. I added it to the company insurance to run errands in, or they got to pick somebody up to bring them out here. Cause we didn't have handicapped people whose vehicle we got picked up. And a lot of people don't have nobody to look for them. Look out for them out here. Well, I need a run because ain't no Uber. I mean, we're in a small, there is no Uber. There ain't none of that stuff out here. Uber is your cousin Freddie that live on County Road 906. Bug zapper. Gnat zapper. They just, what are they? Real teeny little specks. And they sitting in the bottom of the tray. That's your Uber. Hey, ma'am, what? I'll send somebody to come pick you up. Because a lot of time it'll be sons and grandsons or cousins, relatives, then took off in Meemaw's car because Paw is dead. He ain't there to put an end to that shit. So they riding around in Meemaw's car DWI, or, no driver's license, whatever the hell. And they pull it over because they like, that's Miss Steinway's car. Who the hell is that driver? And they light you up. Open container, whatever the fuck. They got you. Anyway, I made this one as a premiere because I figure I would have to give folks a heads up so they can sit here and watch and listen to me ramble on this. And I actually got a feel good one too. But I'll make that another one so this ain't 2 hours long. But just letting y'all know, this is how your banks and your insurance companies treat you. The next video is going to be about the insurance companies. This is how your banks and insurance companies and lien holders treat you. Okay? All right. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. And yes, that's a nice looking truck. And yeah, it's staying here. So we got us a 2-year-old Silverado as a yard truck. How about that? Bye.